maybe we go around and I could kind of get your sort of key takeaways from the discussion today. So maybe I'm going to maybe start with you, Eileen.
I would say it sounds very simple, but know who's mobile within the organization, whether that's through systems, and it generally should be through systems. Know who's mobile, know where they're going, knowing for how long they're going, and more importantly, what they're actually doing when they're there. And then the compliance issues can be addressed. And compliance is broad. It's not just employment tax, but it's immigration, it's benefits, it's social security, it's all of the above.
Rohit?
So I think the biggest takeaway for me, I understand that companies know the complexity and the potential risk and challenges which the mobile employees can cause. But what I think the biggest takeaway here is that the ability to leverage some of the tools which exist within the company already, the IT tools that Eileen talked about, the internal audit team that Mike talked about, and this concept of getting a seat at the table as some of these are being designed to be able to kind of have the future state vision, incorporated in the IT systems going forward.
Yeah. Blanca?
I would say when overwhelmed with all this complexity, all this available data and the enhanced mobility, just take a step back, look at the big picture, and try to see, is there a misalignment between the facts, the operating model, and the economics, as well as the financials. So I know the key word I kept using is mismatch or misalignment, but that's something to look for.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would just take Blanca's point and extend it out to say, that step back, look at then the underlying policies, procedures, systems, and controls that tie all into that. I think taking stock of that as a fresh look will probably point out a lot of holes that you might have that you weren't aware of, or that those misalignments that might occur. So I would highly advise that effort in this area.
Yep. And for me, I'd probably say be curious. Be curious about what's happening in other corporate functions. What's on the IT roadmap? What's going on in HR, right? What's going on in the risk, organization? What are the projects that they are running with that tax can take advantage of, right? And can fold into. I think that's key themes this is more than ever. It's a time to kind of work together, pursue win-win, right? Work across the aisle. So I hope that's helpful.